Hi, hey coaches. So something really interesting I noticed here watching Mississippi State and LSU, and I wanted to point this out. And this play, let me move this here. Hi, coaches. As you probably heard, Mississippi State's upset of LSU was pretty big news this weekend, and I wanted to point out something that I thought was really fascinating, something that really nobody else is talking about. And I think what I'm seeing in this game, as I start to watch some of the clips, I wasn't able to watch the game when it was live, but I'm checking out the highlights now. Is that there were definitely some technique errors, but another big overall thing that I'm noticing is just the way LSU is running to the ball. And you might say, well, it's an effort issue. And clearly it definitely is an effort issue. If you're looking at 19 right here, I mean, the ball comes out. I mean, he's following his guy across. He should be busting right now at an angle right here to make a play. Instead, he lazily just kind of jogs after the guy here. All right. Let's look at number 1 right here, corner from the opposite side. He's reading the quarterback's eyes. All right, again, ball comes out, and he knows it's here. He should, again, take a real angle right now to catch that guy. And he kind of takes a couple steps, but look at the way that he's running. Look at this running form here, okay? Now, when you're in a game and you've got to accelerate, you need forward lean. All right, that's how athletes accelerate. Okay, I'm a sprint coach, and so I study this ad nauseum in detail. I'm really curious about how to accelerate and how it translates to live gameplay. Well, he's got to accelerate here for a few steps to get to top speed, so he's got a forward lean. But right after that, he should be getting into top sprint form because he's got to run this guy down. Okay, he's got to get tall, and instead, right there, what I'm seeing is just this forward body lean of someone who's not going full speed, okay? And I also see it in 25 right here. Watch 25, okay? This is probably the clearest case. Again, effort completely brutal, okay? We would grade our guys. We would be screaming at them, and I'm sure you would be too, in the film room if you saw this kind of effort from a corner right here. Just kind of looking, not going right now. I mean, he didn't move at all. So I've picked on like 3 guys for effort right here. Okay? And this is a tough tackle here, but you've got to at least get him out of bounds or make him cut back inside to where you've got more people. So I think this is just a case of Ford didn't want to get run over, and he wasn't willing to make a play aggressively enough as he needed to stop the running back. But again, back to running form. Okay, 25 is accelerating. Okay, and 19 decides he's going to turn on the jets here. Both of these guys, top speed running form is not very good. Okay? And as a sprint coach, I know that because they're all running, leaning forward at top speed. You should not be leaning forward at top speed. Your body should be upright, and you should be driving your knees up. And so they're sacrificing stride length and speed for what looks like effort. And this is what happens. You lose your speed efficiency when you don't run fast a lot, when you don't train sprint speed. And you're not going to train sprint speed when you're doing a lot of running at less than top speed, because instead you're just training yourself running at less than top speed. And this is track stuff. I didn't get it on my own, but it is from Tony Holler, Feed the Cats. If you look up Track Football Consortium, you will start to learn about this, because very few coaches, especially football coaches, know much at all about training speed. I didn't know, and I'd coached for 15 years, and it wasn't until really starting to study it here as a track coach that I've gotten a better understanding of it. But these guys' sprint form is they're both leaning forward. Look at that forward body lean, okay? And they're not getting their knees up very well at all. All right, because with that forward body lean, they have terrible front side mechanics. They're all backside is the way sprint coaches would talk about it, okay? They've got this big cycle here, a forward lean, and now instead of getting maximum push off the ground to get maximum distance and they're falling forward, they have to put that foot down, all right? And it shortens their stride length. It shortens their stride length overall, and they will never catch this guy. Now let's look at the reverse here. Okay, so Mississippi State's running back gets the ball, and he accelerates. He puts a move on. All right, he's got to put a move on to get past this guy. But as he accelerates out of his move, watch his knees and watch his body get upright and tall here. Look at this. This is good sprint form. He's getting tall. He's getting his knees up. And most importantly, look at his heel here, how quickly he's bringing his foot through and up. There's no way these guys are going to catch him. And they don't. So just wanted to point this out. You know, LSU made a lot of mistakes. They were lazy. Technique was bad. And, you know, Mississippi State capitalized on it. But the big thing I'm seeing here is Mississippi State is fresh and they're running fast because they're able to. And I would probably attribute that to the fact that Leach wants his guys executing all out on every play they're doing. And you can do that, but you're going to have to allow more rest in between reps. If you allow players to play at sub-max speed, then they start developing bad habits like this, where they just jog after guys, and you know, this is terrible sprint form. If I was LSU's strength and conditioning coach, I would be back to the block, right? You know, first thing I would be addressing is, hey, how do we sprint on the field? We don't sprint like this, leaning forward, lunging, terrible backside mechanics. You're going to get beat by guys that are as fast as you, let alone guys that are faster than you. So hopefully that makes sense, coaches. I just wanted to go into this detail a little bit about sprint mechanics and why Mississippi State was dominating LSU. Multiple reasons, but there's a reason in there that nobody is talking about right now. And I would say it's fresh legs and being able to sprint at top speed on game day and know what it feels like. All right, coaches, hope you enjoyed it. Love to hear your comments. Like, share this video, and so you can get more videos as I post them. And leave your comments below about what you're doing, what you think about speed development as it pertains to football athletes, and whether they're totally prepared on game day to sprint, because they've got to be ready to sprint, you know, 50, 60 times. And when you're starting to get tired, your mechanics have to stay. You can't lose those sprint mechanics. That's where you gain your speed advantage at the end of the game, is having good sprint mechanics when you're tired. All right, coaches, talk to you later.